And welcome back to another Washed Up Walk-Ons podcast, the Iowa State Preview Edition, brought to you by FanDuel this year. We'll get into the awards winners next week. The first official awards winners as Kevin Ward joins us tonight. Kevin, we missed you last week on the preview episode.
Happy to be back.
You will you figure out your picks live tonight, or do you have picks already in mind?
We got some picks. I'm doing some last minute homework right now.
Okay. All right. We're excited to hear about.
He's crunching the numbers.
Well, He's trying to match Grant's run of picks at the end. Grant, several people at FryFest last Friday. Again, shout out to everybody who came and supported the booth, supported the podcast, had conversations. Fun to interact with all the fans. Some of the favorites from the fans, Grant, is, man, I just love when G-Bone goes off on a rant at the end of the show with his 17 picks and gives us insight into every single one of them.
Hey, I'm just doing my part, contributing what I can. That's all.
Do you have another run of picks for college football week 2 for us tonight?
I don't have as many as last week. It's kind of a weird week. There's like 5, I feel like, pretty strong games. And then after that is a bunch of 30-point spreads, like not a ton of it's a strange week. It's too early to be like apple picking weekend in the college football calendar, but it's not as strong as week 1. I think they're kind of bending the knee to Roger Goodell in the NFL this week.
Are you saying that this would be a good weekend to go apple picking?
Well, I don't think are the apples in season in September first weekend?
I believe they are. Lauren actually just mentioned to me, she's like, I know football's on, but she literally gave me the tweet that goes around and everybody's like, oh my God. She's like, I know football's on, but there's an apple orchard that grew too many apples here around the area, and they're saying you can come and pick them for free.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure. Oh, a special guest is joining here. Can you hear us, special guest?
Special guest.
Fellas, I didn't listen to the last episode. Did we get a toxicology report back on Gronowski after that fucking start?
I heard you say toxicology, and
I had no idea where he was going with that.
I should have known better where that was going.
We all should have. What do you think was in his system?
Something better than I got, because crime. What was he doing?
Oh, you felt the adrenaline of Kinnick before.
Bud.
What?
This guy's 26 years old.
He's 23.
Dude,
23.
If I was Jacob Gill, I would have walked back to the huddle and kicked him in the nuts.
He you know what?
Imagine that.
Like, get your shit together.
I think a strong kick in the nuts might have been one of the only antidotes.
Would have woke him up, wouldn't it? Brought him back to reality.
I think settled him down. I think he was plenty awake.
It's like a Looney Tune cartoon. You smack him over there with a frying pan, and he gets better.
He had the Roadrunner legs where they're going so fast he's just spinning in place. I'm glad you're here, Drake. You're actually maybe a good person to ask this. I was going to use Kev. I can use both of you guys. Gronowski, obviously, the story. I was on with David Eicholt today this morning. For anybody that didn't catch that, go and watch that episode. We recapped the press conference from yesterday, and Coach Ferentz talked a little bit about how Mark played the game before he played the game, and first game jitters, first time in Kinnick, first time in the Hawkeye uniform officially. We talked a lot about when we were on the team how if you've got one of those night games, if you've got an evening game, one of the biggest opponents that weekend is you versus you mentally. Like, you cannot be at a 10 when it's noon, when the game kick is at 5:30. You can't do that. You're going to run your CNS dry. You're just going to be fried by halftime. He actually mentioned that. I think he talked about Drew Tate, how there was a few games where Drew Tate would play the entire game in the first half, and he'd just go into the locker room at halftime and he'd look at him. He was nerfed. Drake, you played a position that was essentially like you want to be as coked out as Gronowski was.
Yeah, I mean,
I've
never played quarterback, especially
Well,
not at that level. But
sure. How did you deal with that?
I mean, I got nervous just like everybody else. I think everybody gets nervous. I
No,
I
I'm
don't know
saying I'm
anybody.
not the nerves, but not letting that anxiety, that energy, the all the juice. How did you deal with holding that back before game time on a long day, on a 7 o'clock kick, on a 5:30 kick?
I don't know. I guess I probably wasn't quite as anxious as he was going into that one. I would assume that he had, I play fullback, man. There's not as much on my plate as there is on his, so there's not quite as much to be nervous about. And I don't know. He was probably shitting his pants, to be honest. The way he played, it looks like he was shitting his pants.
For the first quarter, it definitely did. Kev, do you have any answer to that? Do you have any answer to not any advice, any tips on how to not play the game before the game starts mentally?
I mean, you're a fifth-year senior or whatever it is. You should probably have your pregame routine down pretty good by now as to what calms your nerves and what you're doing in the locker room beforehand. If you need to get your mind off it to beforehand, if you're one of those guys that doesn't want to think about it until then, or you need something to dial in and focus on. I mean, I don't know. Like me, I like to read the program before every single game.
Yeah.
90% of it was the same every single week, but I just read it again. Like, oh, Kirk Ferentz started in 1998. That's crazy,
I didn't know that. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Sudoku in the hotel. Watch
Played a
some
lot of euchre.
card
Great
games.
game.
Man, Jason Baker. We still haven't had Bake on. Jason was great at this because this is really relevant to like the specialist kind of deal where literally kicking and punting and long snapping is quite literally just visualizing the one thing that you do and just seeing it happen in your brain over and over as a positive, good, successful rep. And if you do that too much, if you envision yourself going out there and being under the lights and in front of thousands of people, depending on who you are mentally, that can start to fuck with you a little bit for sure. And I don't know. I think everybody has to find their way to stay at first gear before they get to game time. Clearly, at least the way it looked, as Drake alluded to, I'm not sure if the toxicology would have showed anything. Our guy Mark, he's got to dial in that process a little bit, and maybe a Big Grove Easy Eddie for the game.
I was gonna say,
Something,
I think Marshawn Lynch used to. I think didn't he say on Peyton's Places he does a shot of Hennessy? Yeah, shot and a half of Hennessy.
All right. Well, I mean, the guy was cramping, so maybe not the best, but
Probably not.
Sorry,
I will say,
light beer.
one beer, like in a game of bags or playing golf, can sometimes help a little bit.
Loosen you up a little bit, huh?
You want him to go out to the tailgate, just hit a quick game of bags with the family who drove out there from somewhere out east and loosen up a little bit.
Can you imagine if that's what they did?
There's more than one or two MMA fighters who have either drank or done mushrooms before fights to try and calm the nerves.
Shrooms is wild.
Mushrooms
What?
before a fight is
What?
crazy.
And one guy admitted that he used to do acid before every fight.
Oh my God. You'd be
Is,
fighting an alien.
Is that fighter in the room with us right now, Drake?
No, I've never
You-
had acid.
this-
I have no idea what that is. I would have no idea.
I do this all the time too. I'm like, yeah, I know this guy, and I'm telling the story, and it's crazy. Again, I'm just saying it's my friend, but it was actually me the whole
I'm
time.
asking for a friend.
Trying to see if feel the room first before I admit too much.
Yeah, that'd be wild if on that bus ride from Cedar Rapids down to Iowa City every time they just had to drop Gronowski off at Big Grove real quick. Like, hey, Mark, go take care of it. Get yourself 12 ounces. Come back.
16.
You'll be good. Just, hey, arm feels good. Everything's loose, in rhythm, in flow. Let it rip. He said in the interview, yeah, I just got to wake up, eat a donut, and play football. Like, that's all, that was his version of what we're talking about. He probably can't afford an Easy Eddie as much as the fans at home could if they decided to stop by one of those Big Grove locations And you guys as fans could drink as many Easy Eddies as you want. In fact, I'm sure our lovely sponsor, Big Grove Brewery, would encourage it to an extent, a large extent. They would love that. And Easy Eddie's not the only beer you can drink there. You got the Citrus Surfer. Look at these. I got these nice koozies they sent me.
You got to do something to ease the pain of 4 for 12 or whatever that performance was.
What were the emotions? And well, I know what the emotions were, but how much did you enjoy the first Iowa football game with your Drake?
I was fortunate to not have to watch it. I just followed along online.
Oh, okay. You're just catching the updates.
Yep.
Frank Hawk on YouTube says Drake needs to be in Ames Saturday. I don't know.
That has a 0% chance of happening.
Well, it definitely isn't going to happen. I just don't know. I'm not sure how that would work out. Catch the wrong state fan in Drake's face, and I'm not sure what would happen. He does stay pretty calm in public, though. Let's see what else. Any good comments? Random comments. People asking about my baby. People asking about Gimbel's Taco John's in Marshalltown. Hey, we love it. Everybody chiming in tonight. Glad you guys can join us. Everybody who joins us on the Patreon weekly, we appreciate you guys as well. Cole and Justin, 2 new top level members in the Patreon, a bunch of free members as well that are catching those Q&A episodes, as well as the Justin Lima 5-10-5 shows, Michael, Tyler, Rick, Mindy, and Dustin, all recent signups on the free side. We'd love to see you joining the walk-on army. CJ says going from 19,000 in your stadium to 70,000 might be a large jump with all the eyes on you. Yeah.
No.
You don't think so, Drake? You don't think that plays any role?
No.
I think the guy
he has played in that stadium before.
Yeah, I just think I think with the I really think the expectations and all the pressure, like I said it today again, like these guys aren't insulated to the conversation of shows like us and the other media and the newspapers and the Twitter, and they know I got paid $1.5 million to come be the quarterback. Like, I think it would be naive to say that all of that didn't play a role in Mark's psyche as he walks in. He's like, okay, so here it is. He literally just forgot how to throw the football. His arm just didn't work. I think he looked down at one point and literally was like, what is going on? So
what I do after a drive.
That's not good.
Something's wrong with the club.
Yeah, everyone's been there off the tee box. You're like, oh, what is going on here? Except for he actually didn't know what was going on. Everybody else just used it as an excuse. So Ryan poses a good point. So wouldn't he be way worse mentally now going on the road with everybody screaming at him? Thoughts on that, Kevin?
Honestly, I was sometimes more comfortable playing away than at home.
I echo that.
Yeah, but you never completely shit the bed the week before.
I never had the opportunity. I don't know. I always felt like there's more pressure on home games than away games.
I think there's more pressure on him now than there was before.
You're probably right. Sure, you're probably right.
Especially inside. Especially dude, did I forget?
Like if he's in his head thinking I got to really improve over last week, and people are doubting me, then maybe, but just gotta get right above the neck, man. You just gotta get back feeling good between the ears.
His teammates too, the receivers, everybody who was asked, coach, they all said like, yeah, Monday, Tuesday, he looked good. Like he looked like Mark. He did not forget how to throw footballs. He knows how to play quarterback. It's not to say that, Saturday he goes out there and looks bad at Iowa State, that, there's going to be some real questions after that. Cause I was literally just thinking about this Saturday after the game. We're a sixth of the way through the season. The football season is short, man. There is not much. There's just not much.
That just can't be right math.
Oh, well, 2 of 12 is 1/6. So.
Oh, I thought you meant last weekend. I was like, that just can't be.
No, Saturday.
I'm good.
Upcoming Saturday. It just goes so fast, and you don't get many chances. We don't have time to sit around and go, well, maybe you'll figure out in game 3 against UMass, and then then we have to go on the road to Rutgers, and then we play Indiana. Like at some point, gigs up. We got to have you. We got to have you at full 100%. So
Is Indiana still really good?
they are not probably the Indiana of last year. They played Old Dominion in the first game. I think they won by about 3 scores or so.
I think they
Who'd
won
their
by 2
QB?
touchdowns.
2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
Mendoza.
yeah, they got a quarterback that could maybe do some things. I don't think they're last year's Indiana team, and we get them at home, and that's assuming we can take care of Rutgers. That's our first legitimate Big Ten test to really start the grind of a schedule that we have on the back half of the season. And if we don't have it together by then, hey, Hammer and Hank, what do you got? Right? But, Drake Kulik, you're in the game.
No. But I'd like to see what other options are. Or maybe I don't want to see what other options are, if that's what number 1 looks like.
I think more than, well, that brings up a good point. If you paid a guy, if you're in college right now and you're on the staff, you're the head coach, and you pay a guy $1 million plus to be your quarterback, how much? There's no way you could be completely unbiased in playing that guy.
No way.
Like, you'd like to think the coaches are like, no, we don't care how much we paid this guy. When it's necessary, we will put the next guy in. And again, I'm not saying that we're probably already too far gone in this conversation. No one's calling for Mark's head yet. But if that did become a thing, you're like, well, we paid this guy $1.5 million. Maybe we should give him another chance, one more game. That's a fucking weird place to be in college.
It's a weird place to be in college for sure.
Such a weird place. Well, this guy's a long snap. We paid him $72 to long snap for us.
I was gonna say, how many decimals are you putting there?
We paid
for long snapper.
We gave this guy a free meal Saturday. Maybe we'll give him one more snap. Ryan says, what's this week like in the facility? Do they play last year's game-winning field goal on the TVs?
For sure.
And put pics of them holding the trophy up in our stadium?
They play the opposing fight song on repeat all week long. It makes you want to shoot yourself.
And for the Iowa State game, they play a clip from like 2005 sometime where some lineman was like, isn't that the one where he's like, we're going to bring the hammer, break the rock? Is that the Iowa State game or is that somebody else?
Yeah, that was Iowa State. Yeah.
And it was some Iowa State lineman who was like being interviewed after the game, just being super obnoxious, kind of mocking the break the rock stuff. And that goes on repeat. It's like a 2-minute clip with their fight song, and it just plays all day long. It's annoying.
It's infuriating. I hate it.
It's tough.
You think that lineman in 2005 even knows that it's played in the year 2025?
Probably not.
He's just like an accountant somewhere.
Yeah, the guy definitely is just
he's working for Deloitte in Chicago, and they're just it's like they're playing my video where?
Hold on a second. What?
I said what? I was 20 years old.
Here's a question for you, Kev. Was it just me or did it seem like the defense stayed in a cover 2 most of the game? Is that to protect our corners, which could be a weak spot in the defense?
Incorrect.
You know me. I don't know ball, so I can't.
Which part of that was incorrect? Because there was a lot of questions there.
The cover 2. I mean, our base coverage is split coverage. We call it cover 8. Most teams call it cover 6, but you play quarter to the field, and then you play cover 2 to the boundary, which is just standard for us. Play that 80+% of the time. But cover 2 across the board, no, we were not playing that very much.
Kev, how about that guy on Twitter that had the all 22?
What the fuck, man? What do we gotta do?
Bro, I messaged
some
him.
burner account gets the all 22.
What was this?
Dude, I don't know who it is. I don't know how they got it. I messaged him. No response.
Send me the account. I'll speak to the burner community.
Speaking of burner communities, Grant, did you make a burner or
dude?
No,
no.
It's clearly
who is Big 12 Grant?
No,
it's Clover did the like OJ Simpson thing today, where he's like, I can't go to LA anymore because I'm worried I'm gonna run into the killer. And it's like, okay, That's him pointing out the burner account. He's like, "Who made this?"
Grant, the edit that account put out today, which was a clip of me talking about Thomas Meyer's dad, who's 6'7", and then
Pull it up if you can.
And then Grant, can you pull that up? You think that I have the ability to do that edit, and I'm just not doing it for our social media accounts? So you're crazy. Someone
genuinely no, but I think it's funnier if I just pretend that you made it.
You can continue to pretend that it's me.
And the best idea you had was just my account, but one number different.
Somebody has memed Grant's account. It is Big 12 Grant.
There's multiple now.
Oh my
There's
God.
more than one. There's Maction Grant. There's Big Mac Grant. There's a couple.
I absolutely refuse to believe that is anyone other than you.
Grant has his own burner community dedicated to him.
I already have an account where I tweet stuff at. Also, if I had a burner account, it wouldn't be just my account for this like barely different.
What would it be?
You'd have to mask it a
Hidden
little
in plain
bit more.
sight.
It would be Drake Kulik MMA fan 6969.
I forgot to pull up the video.
Ryan here says Ward needs to get on the Regina staff.
Why?
High praise there. I'm sure they have a good defensive guy. They got somebody that's doing things right over there. Regina.
Janelle's still there, isn't he?
Is he the defense guy?
I think he does the strength and conditioning. I don't know if he's on the football staff as well. I'd imagine he is.
So yeah, fun things going. Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
we'll play this. I said, yeah, that would suck to be 6'4", wouldn't it? This man was
at the time, by the way, when you said that. This maybe I'm online too much. I thought you were trying to do the 6'7" joke.
No, I am aware of.
I thought you were doing that on purpose.
No.
Is that where the 6'7" joke comes? What is that fucking joke?
It's from that song.
Okay.
Where it's like it comes from, and I think this is again family show, but I think 6'7" just refers to hoe. Is what they're because like I think on the periodic table, like the element number 67 is just hoe.
Oh, okay. Wow, that is some.
I think that's what it is.
That's deep
I think that was Talking the Streets with Grant. Segment.
Hey, welcome to and Gray's Gourmet to Go is your new sponsor of this new segment called Talking the Streets with G-Bone. He just explained the current phenomena around youth slang 6'7". No, I know of the 6'7" joke. No idea that that's where it came from, and I certainly was not trying to do it. Thomas Meyer's dad, who I saw at Fry Fest, is legitimately, and please nobody edit this into a fucking clip. Totally. He is 6'7".
That's gonna be a clip now. That's gonna be a clip. You just put.
God damn it!
Now just say it again, but do this. I don't know. That's just all the
6'7". What kind of podcast is this?
You're gonna get.
If you guys want the X's and O's,
Maction Grant is gonna make that into a clip now.
If you guys want the X's and O's, please go to the ANF podcast. They did an incredible Iowa State breakdown today. Shout out to them. They give you the ins and outs of actual schematics, where you should attack, where Iowa State's going to try to attack.
I think Iowa State still plays a 3-4 on defense, and that's problematic.
It's like a 3-3-5. 3-3-5. It's like
if they have 3 down linemen, it makes offensive linemen go brain dead.
It's yeah.
Got to think a little bit more.
It's weird, isn't it? What's the advantage there? They just control the edge, don't they?
There's a lot of that, and they can just move around a little bit more. Like Drake says, the offensive line has to think. It's not just, okay, reminds me of a story. I think I've told it before, but me, Bo, and Ben and Josie were sitting late night after
KF.
Yeah. We're just shooting the shit, and then we're just talking about what do you think is the easiest position to play? Like, I don't know, defensive tackle. And KF overhears our conversation. He's like, "Huh, what do you think the offensive line, the tackle does 95% of the time?" He's like, "Block the end." He's like, "Yeah, you just block the end. It's not that simple. It's not that hard."
KF coming after those tackles. You just have to have that base level of being 6'6", 315 pounds.
Right.
That's what's hard. That's what's hard about being tackled.
Well, yeah, we were just talking about mentally. Like,
mentally.
Mentally, what's the most simple position to play? Anyway, when you bring in these extra bodies off the line and take some off the line, basically, you gotta think, okay, who's going to fill this gap? Because it could be one of several people, right? You could be having one of the outside linebackers dropping. You don't know who's coming, who's dropping each play.
There's always going to be a
There's more
blitzer, even though he's
variability.
not
I was gonna
really
say,
a
does
blitzer.
it allow them to play a little bit more
More
swayed,
flexible.
to like a
You can be a little bit
downhill?
more flexible on defense, and you
Yeah.
get more athletic bodies in there. And it's a pretty good scheme, honestly. If you have the right personnel for it.
Yeah, is it
If
an
you have a
angle?
massive nose.
Yeah, you
If
do
you
need
have
a
a
great
dude,
nose set.
if you've got a guy who can eat up two every single time at nose, then you can have your edge guys run crazy, and you can also run exotic blitzes. But if you've got a small nose, you can't run a 3 down front.
I imagine taking more guys back off the ball creates a lot of angles and slashing that's hard to deal with. Would that be correct? Like it gives guys space where that
Yeah, but
offensive
it
line.
gives the offensive line time to think. It's not right there in their face. It gives them time to diagnose. And I don't know. It never confused me, but we've played a lot of games back during our career where the offensive line was just getting yelled at on the sideline because somebody was screwing up a 3 down front time after time.
Well, yeah, we a little bit less now, but I mean, we still run a ton of zone. And Drake, I think it kind of messes up, the
It messed up
double
the
team
count
up
a
to the
little bit.
second level a little bit. Like if you don't
Yeah.
know who's coming, right, every single play.
Yeah.
So it just it causes guys to hesitate. We don't see it that often, and if they're playing aggressively, they can fill gaps pretty quickly.
What is the weakness of a 3-3-5, and does Mark's ability to run the ball help us in any way, give us any advantage in certain instances against it?
Well, running quarterback and having a QB run game is always an advantage. One, it makes the defense have to honor it, right? So if we're running out of the shotgun, someone's got to be responsible for the QB pull, right? So you can't just have the DN crashing as well as the linebacker fill in the gap, right? Someone's got to be ready for the bounce. So maybe the defensive end has to slow play it and not crash on the dive, or the linebacker has to be ready to bounce out for the quarterback keeper. Basically, it's going to force at least one player on defense to play a little bit slower, if not take them out entirely. So, I mean, that's always an advantage, right, as far as the run game is considered. Other disadvantages? I don't know. Drake, did you guys feel like there's anything that you really liked going against a 3-3-5?
Yeah,
type
there
defense?
should be an advantage in the run game. There's less big bodies. The bodies are smaller and just naturally better matchups in the run game. Like you should be able to get your 5 and 6 yard runs time after time. But when
Yeah,
you've
if you're
got
running
guys,
downhill,
Yeah.
inside zone, if you got guys that are moving that nose guard and can get another guy up to the second level, the downhill run game should be pretty effective.
I was gonna
'cause
say
against the 3-5, you're getting multiple double teams up to
Yeah.
the second level. And so like in theory, your inside run game should be super effective in chewing up yards and just getting first downs. And that's
should be good for us, right? Because two of our best offensive linemen are our guard and center, right?
yeah,
So hopefully
especially
that
in run blocking for sure.
Yeah. Mhm.
So this I mean, everybody's been saying it, but this just solidifies
it helps with Logan Jones being a 5th-year senior.
I was just gonna say,
Right?
Logan
He's
Jones,
a senior, right?
Yeah, Logan Jones versus Dom Orange, which, by the way, you guys will respect his nickname is Big Citrus.
Phenomenal nickname.
Unbelievable nickname.
Phenomenal.
Respect is there. Respect.
That matchup, I know maybe not the most exciting for fans, but take a few plays to just watch those two in the trenches on Saturday, because that will be exciting.
I mean, you can make the argument that matchup could decide the game.
Seriously.
and that's not her
It helps a
fault.
lot with the rest of the offensive line's play if the center is a fifth-year senior, because he calls the fronts and all the communication goes through the center. And like he's gonna play a big part in making sure that everybody's on the same page.
Well, we love that because we know Lojo's going to be on his shit. Real quick, and I know this is a complete turn, but how could you not? I just got this Snapchat from my wife, giving little baby boy a bath. Look at this fucking guy. Are you kidding me? Look how cute that little man is. For everyone who wants the dad content, there it is. Are you?
What is with your babies and their massive cheeks, dude?
Oh, bro, cheeks for days. And where did that hair come from, man?
Not from you, that's for damn sure.
Definitely wasn't me. Unreal. That's the wholesome content for the night. Yeah, man, if we can get hat on hat and people are blocking the right guys and they're seeing this thing the way that, hopefully they do. I will say this, Lester has talked about them, how Lester in the offseason spent a lot of time studying this defense, a lot more than he did last year. And so, top down, he's relaying that and coaching up the guys. You've got some veteran, really good offensive linemen. You have a stable of backs who are 4 deep after we just lost a guy. We're 5 deep at running back. So
Who'd we lose?
Kamari Moulton is out for probably 3 weeks.
Hamstring, quad, ankle?
I think a shoulder.
Right?
I
Ouch.
think a shoulder. He got popped a little bit.
Just
So
hockey rules upper body injury.
yeah.
No more specifics.
But we still have Jazz, Terrell Washington, the kid who went off, redshirt
Xavier.
freshman Xavier Williams, and then the guy we heard about all camp, true freshman Nathan McNeil. I mean, we have some stallies. I mean, it's who's 5 deep at running back. That's unheard of. So, you got to feel good about the run game, but it's going to still be a struggle if we can't be at least a little bit of a threat early on in the game, passing the ball. And so Mark's arm is going to have to work better than it did against the Great Danes. Because if they can just come downhill on us and just start, controlling the line of scrimmage because they have more guys, they're just outmanning us, that's going to be an issue. We've seen that happen multiple times in the last few years. So, Kev, I know you got tagged on this, but this is just fantastic.
Oh, now we're talking.
This is phenomenal.
No,
Get
we're
our
talking here.
nation's military academies.
New food item at the Air Force Games this year is the B-2 Bomber Nachos.
Respect.
With a black box in the shape of a stealth jet. Unbelievable.
I wonder if it costs $1.2 billion also.
Probably not, but I don't care what it costs. Just for the souvenir aspect, you have to get the nachos.
I don't think you're going to hang on to the box that had nachos in it for very long.
I'd
I
hang on
think
to it.
that box is just made of a thin cardboard at best.
I would put it, I don't care how dirty it is with sour cream and cheese, I'm putting it on the wall.
It's probably falling apart too by the time
Coming
you're
home
done
with
it.
you.
It's probably
Yeah, you're probably right. It is so soggy and just disfigured by the end of the nachos. You're like, okay, it was fun.
I've eaten my fair share of stadium nachos, and I can't say that usually the structural integrity of whatever it comes in is great.
Which is a good sign because the more queso and sour cream, the better, right?
I don't know. Sometimes you don't want to get too crazy though, because then you got a bunch of soggy nachos. You don't want to
Eat them faster. You got to eat them faster, buddy.
Sorry.
Have you guys seen this hit from this is again, you got a full college football show here. Have you guys seen this hit from the BYU Kickoff Team? Kev, this will make your heart smile. Special teamers. Oh my God, this kid gets decapitated.
The year.
Yeah, hold on.
Goal line, off and running. Oh, he is nailed and the ball's out. And BYU's got it.
A Brady Ross shaped motherfucker too. Holy
Yeah, and he comes in like a B-2 bomber on this return. Oh my God.
Did this guy just not see him or what?
I don't know if the sun was in his eyes or he wasn't looking, but he just 35 is on trial right now out in Utah. Oh my goodness.
That's one of the bigger hits I've seen in a long time.
Ever.
Yeah, he just got right back up too. He didn't even.
Oh, did he though? He kind of.
Look at he just.
Oh no, he did not.
Oh wait, it's a different guy. Never mind.
Absolutely did not.
I was a different guy. That's my bad.
Grant, he might still be down actually. This
Hey.
happened Saturday, and I think he's still.
Also, this is BYU, so that's probably like a 29-year-old grown man going
Yeah.
against an 18-year-old kid.
Yeah. His girlfriend definitely soaked with him that night.
Shout out
Girlfriend.
Cosmo.
Dude's guy married with 3 kids.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He has a job.
What did you see? If we're merging both of those together, there was a quote released about a BYU Air Force game that was going viral today. Did you see that?
Oh, really?
No.
It was from Sark. They were doing some deep dive on other Sark performances. I think it was from.
Oh, yes, I did see this.
I'll get you the exact quote here. This is from
Kev, you're gonna love
a
this
newspaper. A newspaper clipping. I want to say this is 1995.
Drake
Yes.
will love this one too.
This is 1995 BYU versus Air Force. What the local paper had to say about it. This is the Salt Lake Tribune. Saddam Hussein had better days against the Air Force than BYU did
Brigham
on
Young
Saturday.
did Saturday.
Wow.
Saddam Hussein had better days
You see-
against the Air Force
You see,
than
when
Brigham Young did
when
Saturday.
we say now that journalism is dead, we don't mean that it's like biased or there's political leanings or anything. This is journalism, right
That
here.
is true.
This is how you cover a game.
I want
Whoever
to know
Joe
if Joe
Baird
Baird
is
is
at
still
the
writing
Salt Lake
columns somewhere.
Tribune.
That's incredible.
That
That is
is
an
a
incredible line.
The first response was shout out Joe for the banger, because that is a banger. God, that's incredible. I did see that, Grant. I forgot to put it on here.
It looks like he is still writing for the Salt Lake City.
He
Tribune.
absolutely should be, and they need to give him a raise.
Oh no, former. He might be retired.
Oh,
No, he's a
more
teacher. He's
heaters
teaching
out
at the University of Utah now.
Wow.
Journalism Bangers 101.
Never wait.
Saddam
His
Hussein
career's up in the air.
versus Air Force.
He had better days against the Air Force. I thought this was interesting. This is out of Ames this week today. We got Jamie Pollard, who after Big Noon Kickoff, Dave Portnoy is a part of their show this year, and Ohio State banned him from the stadium last week. Jamie Pollard, the AD for Iowa State, comes out and says Iowa State is not Ohio State. Dave Portnoy and Barstool Sports will be live from the Ryman Plaza Saturday as part of Fox Big Noon Kickoff. They're welcoming him into town. Everybody's going to be at the Iowa State game. This is the game this week, boys and girls. Mostly
That
boys.
makes me even more nervous for Gronkowski.
for Rob, for our own very own Rob Gronkowski.
Or
I know Gronkowski's real
Janikowski.
nervous.
Gronowski. Jesus Christ.
Damn, dude.
He didn't give me any reason to remember his damn name. My apologies.
I talked to Beth on Friday, Drake.
Did you give her my best regards?
I did, and I told her that we got to get her on the show soon. More importantly, I talked to Bo Bauer and Drew Ott. I forgot to mention that on the recap pod. What a treat it was to not only see you, Kevin, because I don't get to do that very often in person either, but then also Bo and Drew Ott in the same day. Are you kidding me? They drugged Drew's dirty ass out of Nebraska and got him back to Iowa City.
He had to talk about farming. That's all you got to do is give him a platform to talk about farming, and he'll
I know.
go.
I know. And Coach Morgan was up there too with him. I think Matt Kroll was on that panel. I came up and we talked. Drew came to the booth. He talked a little bit, and I was like, hey, Drew, to this day, because I know you don't listen to the show, and I know that you aren't on Twitter and all this stuff. Our fans and Iowa fans in general are still willing to go to war for you for not getting a 5th year. And his response was just a small chuckle, and he goes, "Huh, really?" He just doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care. I'm like, dude, kids are getting like 7 years now. He's like, yeah, it's crazy. He just literally what could have been. That guy was on it. And obviously, you've already told us how much you thought of him his senior year. Like he was going to be the best D end in the country. I don't know if it was going to be to that level, but it was going to be pretty damn good. And then I had to go and
He was going to be a first-round pick, I'm telling you.
Maybe. I suppose he could have played himself into that. I had to show my brothers. I was like, you guys forgot who Drew Ott was. He was a little bit of a problem on the edge. And we watched some highlights.
Don't have any evidence he wasn't going to be a first-round pick.
You're right.
Can't prove us wrong.
It's a good point.
Dude, he played like a freak show.
He did.
Also, does Bo not live in Colorado anymore?
Just moved back.
Does not.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's an Iowan once again.
How many?
I'm the only one that's not in Iowa.
Yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
Is that,
Josie's got a house here. Ike and them got a house.
I think Ike lives over there now.
Whole squad. How many Gray's chicken lips do you think Drew Ott could eat if he was hungry? Back when he was like 2.
How many?
Yeah,
How
are
many
you
Busch Lights
challenging
does he
him,
drink?
or is it like he just sits down and just starts chomping and he eats until he's?
How much would he just have for a regular meal? And then if you're like, hey Drew, I'll pay you this much if you can get to X amount of lip. Like how many lips could he eat?
Drew loves money.
He does.
Yeah, he does love money. I think
Those are big lips.
Those are big lips, man. I think he could probably down 30 if he had to.
Those are big lips. It's a lot of meat, Drake.
Dude, 30 is in.
There's no fucking way you get 30. 30 chicken lips? For those that haven't witnessed it, you got to order this weekend. Get out of your normal rotation. Whatever pizza you were going to order, whatever shitty pizza or wings you were going to order, stop it. Get Gray's Gourmet to go. And for those in Iowa City who can't make the game in Ames, this is your opportunity. Gray's this weekend, call them up or order online. You get the chicken lips, you get the sourdough pizza. You have that, you go pick that thing up.
You have to get the pizza, dude. It's insane.
I was going to say, I love the pizza from Gray's. And I would have said that pre-sponsorship.
Zach, I appreciate the participation, but 6 to 7 lips is low. That's low.
No, you just did another edit. Is what he's trying to get you to do. He just
Oh my god.
he just got you. You
Oh
right into
no,
it.
he
got you again,
Son
dog.
of a bitch.
He put you into another edit.
God, I'm gonna be all over the place. I hate myself.
And when you say 6 to 7 lips is low, that's saying ho lips is low. And that's actually like a funny thing to say.
Chill. Family show. Grant likes to say it's not a family show. Dude.
There could be families there's a family out there somewhere in Burlington, Iowa that probably sits down every Wednesday night and watches us.
You think there's full families that put us on the TV, especially now that we're live?
I don't know.
T.
I don't have a
Hink.
family. I don't
The
know.
question, Kluver, are you getting on the Iowa Rush radio show after the game again? I plan on it. For those that are interested, I am doing spots every Friday, 7:30 a.m. on the Rush radio show, in the morning. And then they do a Black and Gold Rush post-game call-in reaction show. And I am going to try my best to get on as many of those as we can. Love Travis and Ross, friends of the show. So, I'm going to trying to make that as much as I can. Okay. What else do I have here? Any more stuff? Oh, I know. I put this down the very first week. This is Iowa State related. Look at this concept that Iowa State ran. I thought this was, I hate to say it, but the back shifts behind the quarterback, and then they run
Inside zone or power.
It's a cool way to
counter.
get.
God, that field is
Inside
disgusting.
zone.
It's half draw, half.
It's mostly inside zone on the play side once
Yeah.
they shift.
Inside zone.
Oh no,
It's
but
just-
no 61 pulled and folded. It's like a
fold.
power concept.
We called it old fold.
It's a cool way to
fold.
get there with the backs shifting to the other side and Rocco stepping sideways. Man.
It's just a way for them to get angles on
Yeah.
defensive guys.
Another and guys' eyes are moving everywhere when you start.
Not a hash mark to be found on that field.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough out there in Ireland. They got to figure out how to stripe a field. But, God, that almost makes me want to be a football. I almost want to understand what's going on. It's close. It's close. 2.5-point dogs in Ames this weekend.
It's not 3 anymore.
As we should be, to be honest.
Quite honestly, feels like more. Feels like it should be more. Yeah.
Is it
You're
really not
saying
3
you're taking
anymore?
Ames with the value?
Doing.
There might be value there. You'll only find value this year at FanDuel Sportsbook. Only sportsbook out there, in my opinion. I don't even know any other sportsbooks.
Literally, I've never heard of a single other one.
FanDuel is the only place to be. Sponsored by them this year. FanDuel odds. Going to get you the best juice all season long. At some point, maybe Drake makes his way up the MMA ranks. We can bet on Drake's fights here on FanDuel. That'd be incredible. What are the odds of that? What are the odds that you eventually are on FanDuel, Drake?
Very low.
Okay. Game currently sits at 2.5. The line did not move after last weekend. Over under at 41.5. Stat of the day.
The odds have moved, however. You're going to get even money on that Iowa plus 2.5, minus 122 on Iowa State minus 2.5. So that means it's right on the edge of being a 3-point game.
Yeah.
Before they move it. I think they're worried that as soon as it becomes a 3-point game, some heavy hitter comes in and snaps that up and bets it.
Also, it definitely was a 3 earlier this week.
Was it?
Earlier today. I mean,
I bet that's not what it is at game time.
Relative to the over-under line, this game has gone under in 17 of the last 20 matchups, although last year in 2024 was one of those 3 that went over. As we all know, Iowa went on an over streak last year, many of the games going over the total.
Can you name the other 2?
No, I can't. I'm guessing that the Arch senior year was one of them.
Guarantee you 17 went over.
17 was definitely over because that was, 84 points? 85?
What about 16? We put up a shit ton of points there.
It might have been 16 and 17.
But did they score it all?
Not a lot.
It was like 42-3.
Yeah.
And the line was probably like 45. 45 and a half. Wow. What is this? We have Gopher Insight in the chat? Wow. Is anybody worried about Gronowski possibly not thinking much and just slinging it? No, I want him to just sling it.
Would you have your quarterback be able to sling it or spin it?
I'd like him to sling it and spin it and spit on it. And
I want a guy who can spin it.
What?
Sit on it.
I want him to sit. What? Stroke it. Family show. Go for insight. Wow. Respect from the Minnesota Hawkeyes 17, Cyclones 13, the prediction. I don't share the same prediction if I was going to predict.
How do the Gopher fans feel about? Do they have any opinions on Iowa State? Because this year I was shocked to see how bitter Iowa State and Nebraska fans can be towards each other.
Yeah, they're getting a little chippy.
I was like,
They're a little too close to each other, I think.
Shouldn't you guys be getting along more? I feel like you guys have common interest. No?
Yeah. It's tough with your border people, man. They're 2 hours away from each other, and they probably, butt heads a little bit.
Got this question earlier on social media. Kevin Drake, maybe you can answer. What's the vibe in the locker room? I know we never singled out. We didn't circle games in the offseason. We're not doing 42 push-ups like the Wisconsin Badgers are. Just, the Iowa Hawkeyes living rent-free up in Madison all year long. But this trophy has not been in the building. They walk by that trophy case every day and they see an empty Cyhawk spot.
It was pretty bad.
A lot of guys from Iowa. It means a lot to a lot of dudes. Does that play a role here? Is that way on, how much is KF in there, just stoking the fire? What kind of juice are we going to have on that? That might bring the line down another point back in Iowa's favor. I feel like the boys they're definitely carrying a little chip on the shoulder. It sucks when you don't have that trophy.
Yeah, I mean, you guys remember anytime we were playing a trophy game that we didn't currently have the trophy, the empty trophy case was in the weight room all week long.
Sat right there, yeah. Kevin Casper tagged us online and said, it was a nice little story. He goes, I can confidently say that I hated every single opponent when I played, but I hated Iowa State the most. Shout out Cass.
I'll sign off on that. I don't think. Yeah, I don't even think there's a close second, to be honest.
My tape speaks for itself. You can catch me on YouTube, I'm sure, somewhere cussing out Alan Lazard on a punt return that I didn't even do anything on.
Riley McCarron knifes him.
Riley McCarron makes the play of a century, and I'm just talking shit, yapping. I'm pretty sure Alan got up and said, "Shut up, you stupid bitch." That's one of those where if Drake would have been next to me, he would have been like, "Yeah, he's right. He's got a point. You got to shut up."
He should have called you a chubby retard. That would have really dug in.
He would have been speaking fact. He would have been right on the money. How do you argue with just real, right? You guys want to pick some games? Some awards winners?
Sure.
Oh,
so exciting. Kevin. Oh, I love this. Comment from Facebook. Casper was and still is the man. Somebody suggested we bring him on for a preview of the Oregon game.
Oh, that'd be sick. We should totally do that.
Yeah. Should see if he comes on.
Oh, by Drake.
Oh, Drake just left. Drake's not going to have picks this week, I guess.
He's going to comment and be pissed off. He's like, I made 3 picks.
Yeah. FanDuel, like I said, best sportsbook, only sportsbook in the that you have to worry about. It's the only one that should take up any mental energy. You download the app, you join the boys. Go Hawks 2012. Dumb question. Of course, Grant's picking all the games, every game. Maybe he won't give them to all us, but he has action. People love the DJ Kevin. You want to start us off, Kev?
Sure, I got a short list.
Yeah, give it to us.
I love the under in the Illinois Duke game.
And that number is
49.5.
49.5. Illinois is going out east, 11 a.m. start. Manny Diaz got a lot of returning starters there on defense. 2 teams that want to run the ball, so I think the under is a great play here.
Love a good under. Defensive guy.
Did you play the music even? Did I miss it?
You did.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Okay, sorry. That was on me.
Do you want it again? I can play it again.
No, I'm not going to interrupt Kevin's picks anymore. Go ahead.
Okay.
And number 2. Got the Hawks plus 2.5. Are you fucking kidding me? Get the fuck out of here.
Can I share a fun fact?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can you name the last year that Iowa lost this game by more than 3 points?
Ooh. Last year was a point. The time before that was... Oh, God, what did we lose in 20?
Credits on 3.
3 points. There's 3 points.
3.
More than 3.
We lost by 1, Kevin, 14, which was the time before that. And then...
I thought we lost by a field goal.
Was it tied when he hit that field goal in 14?
I believe so.
You're right. I think you're right.
Pretty positive, yes.
I don't know, Grant. Was it 2002?
We lost it by more than a field goal?
More than 3 points, yes. Over 3.5 points.
I could not tell you. I don't know. That's
it's
a great.
It's probably going to be one of those games in the early 2000s when they went on a 4 or 5 game streak.
I don't know if Chris searched these.
Not a 4 or 5 game streak, but it was 2005.
Yeah.
23-3. Not our best day. I'm going to be honest.
Not our best day. Not our best day.
But yeah, usually it's close. Is all I'm saying. So.
Did you give us 2 or 3, Kev?
I gave you 2, and that's all I'm going to give you.
Okay.
Oh, so I feel like we did say minimum 3 last week, but.
Well, maybe Kevin can come up with it by the time we post it. This is a Dukes adjacent podcast. I don't know anything about him.
Friday Night Lights this week.
I know nothing about him, but I see him plus 13.5 against Louisville. And I feel like at some point early in the season, I got to lay down the money on the Dukes. So we're going to go Dukes plus 13.5.
This was your strategy last year. It's just you basically just picked JMU and Iowa blindly every week,
And it worked
then one other pick.
And it worked a lot. And I'm going to do it again. Iowa State game. I see the 41.5. I think there's going to be points. I think Mark's going to find some stuff. I think the run game's going to click, but Iowa State is good. They've got Rocco Beck. They're good for a reason. Tight ends are very lethal. Over 41.5 in Ames on Saturday. And then my final pick, you're right, Grant. There are a lot of games that are like 30-point spreads this weekend.
Yeah, it came out big out of the gates last week.
And I get scared. I get scared of those big lines.
I lost by a fucking hook on a 38.5.
Well,
hey, that Marshall team was scrappy though. That was a scrappy Marshall team.
And you know what, Kev? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. It's one of those deals. Fool Kevin once, you're going to have to fool Kluver twice because I'm going to take a big line with a hook. I'm going to go Oregon minus 28.5.
Don't hate it at all.
Against Oklahoma State.
Don't hate it.
We'll see what the Ducks have at home. Again, they murdered in week 1. Let's see if they can win by another 40 in week 2. And those are
that wasn't a bad opponent really either. Montana State's like they're
like one of the best teams in FCS, right?
They're not bad at all. I think they have. I could be wrong. I believe our fighting South Dakota State Jackrabbits are in a 1-2 or 2-3 matchup versus Montana State this weekend.
Our fighting. Those are our Jackrabbits.
Oh, I mean, they're not ours.
We'll claim them too. We'll claim them.
Is there a Jackrabbits podcast out there? If not, it's ours.
It's ours. We'll do one.
We just got to start claiming other teams.
Brian, well, we already have Western Kentucky, or Eastern. What was it? Is it Western or Eastern? Western.
You better Eastern Kentucky shout out as well, but Western Kentucky,
both of them. We'll take them both.
Is
JMU, Iowa Western, and now South Dakota State. We are an adjacent podcast. All of them. Brian on Facebook says drinking an easy Eddie and getting some great betting tips. Well, great could be a stretch, but life is good, Brian. Life is good.
Oh, man. Crazy. Actually, you might have talked me into the Oregon one too. Oklahoma State did not look very good against UT Martin. They were
Gundy.
Dude, this is the most dangerous week to bet. Some people might think it's week 1 because you don't know what the hell is going on. Yep. It's overreaction week 2.
Oh, and don't believe me.
It's the most dangerous weekend to bet.
Drake, by the way, says I have no picks and I got hungry. At least he had the respect to not put his phone by the frying pan this time while he was on the air.
I like to imagine he's got like an actual fryer in his kitchen. It's full.
Just like one from McDonald's. All right, Grant.
It's pretty clean. He doesn't have.
You're up, dude. You're up.
Okay. Kind of similar. I'm thinking the same thing as Kevin. This Illinois Duke game, 11 a.m. start, long travel. I think the ACC might be a little bit better than people give it credit for. I'm going to take Duke +3. My Duke hatred does not really expand to football. It's pretty niche to just basketball. So I'm okay with taking the Blue Devils +3. Baylor +2.5. I know they lost to Auburn, but
I like that one.
I still think they're pretty decent. And then against SMU, as long as they can figure out that, like against Auburn, I think if someone just told Dave Aranda that, the QB is allowed to, he can go past the line of scrimmage. He can rush the ball. Like I think they're still okay, just outside of that issue. But I'm going to take Baylor there. Classic Big East matchup, UConn, Syracuse. I'm going to take UConn +6.5. That seems really, really sneaky line there.
Basketball or football?
This is it would have been old school Big East, either of those sports, but
sure.
This is I think what conference UConn plays out of the American Conference in football, I want to say.
No idea.
Sounds right.
Shout out to Dan Orlovsky.
Shout out Dan Orlovsky as well. But yeah, +6.5 there. Kentucky +10 versus Ole Miss. I don't know why it's +10. That seems like a big issue. I think Ole Miss wins, but I think it's closer than people give credit for. I promised I was done with Cade Klubnik last week.
Did you promise?
That's on In the Kitchen Pod.
Oh.
Clemson -33.5 anyway, because last year after they got spanked by Georgia, they just went and clobbered everyone in their path the next 4 weeks. So I'm going to just bank on them being angry, -33.5. Ohio +3.5 versus Western Michigan. Ohio took Rutgers to the ropes in Piscataway on Thursday night. Parker Navarro, sneaky. Outside of him and Byron Brown, my two Heisman frontrunners right now. Those guys both rock. And also, West Virginia has Pitt coming up next week. And I don't know if you remember this last time, but another team out in the Big 12 went to Athens, Ohio, not long ago, cut a loss to a hungry Bobcats team. So Ohio there. Toledo -7.5. I think Toledo is sneaky pretty good. They looked good against Kentucky last week. I'm going to take them -7.5. Mississippi State +6.5 versus Arizona State. That seems really low too, kind of sneaky. Like, why is it like that line? So I'm going to take Mississippi State. I think both these teams stink. UNLV is playing UCLA. And I was trying to talk myself into it. I was like, wait, why is UNLV only a 2.5-point dog to UCLA? And I was like, wait, UCLA is actually not why are they even favored? Both these teams are pretty bad.
They should both lose.
They should. I can't believe I'm rewarding a winner to this game, but I'm just going to punt. I can't back UCLA again after the way they betrayed me last week. And also, why is UCLA going to UNLV? You should not be doing that as a program. Like I say this all the time, get that comment off my screen right now. I'm very nervous about that game. Get that comment off the screen right now. I don't understand why, if you are a Power 4 opponent, you should never be traveling to the G5, no matter how much money they pay you.
Yeah.
Like, Iowa State's going to Jonesboro, Arkansas next week?
Yeah, they sure are.
How much is there? Are they paying Arkansas State to go there? I don't understand it. And then my last pick is a tennis pick. I just have Yannick Sinner outright U.S. Open men's champion. It's -115 on the FanDuel Sportsbook, so I figured it's equivalent basically to one pick. I think
yeah, absolutely.
Get people to the hard courts. I think that match, if he makes it to the final, would be at like 11 on Sunday, so it should be over by the time we get there. So I'm taking Yannick Sinner outright men's champion.
Okay, well, I love that pick for you, Grant. I've never heard of that man in my life. I don't watch tennis, and you can guarantee that I won't be watching. But I cannot wait to hear about the results.
Honestly, I'd be lying if I said I'm going to be watching intensely there. I think he'll be playing during NFL Sunday. So Jordan
just says money bags. That's how you make money this week on FanDuel Sportsbook, America's Sportsbook, with the walk-ons.
Addressing the Broncos, by the way, I need everyone to go out and bet the Titans because I saw the Broncos are far and away the most bet team this week.
Ooh, public
week
money.
One. And also, they are the far and away biggest survivor pool pick this week is the Broncos. And then it occurred to me also the last time I saw this was the Russell Wilson season, 2022. Everyone's pretty excited about that. So I am.
Everybody help out Grant. And Hank says, I will have to log into FanDuel with Grant's advice, as you should. Not betting advice, not financial advice, but also want to make money? Come along with us this season in FanDuel. Thank you guys for listening. These live shows are incredible. When Drake jumps in, it's incredible. It's a really fun time. I cherish these hours that I get to spend talking ball with the boys. We cherish you guys showing up each and every week. The walk-ons are here. Go listen to that Eicholt episode from today. We'll have the recap on Sunday night, if you want to join us live there. We're looking for the Hawkeye dub. We need it in Ames. We've gotten it every time since 2011. Let's get another one